Breaking news. Presidential Tribunal, Tinubu supporters set to disrupt proceedings. Details emerge. Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you once again. May God bless you all. Amen. Supporters of President Bola Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress APC have been warned not to disrupt the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal proceedings. Frank Shaibu, the Special Assistant to Atiku Abubakar in Public Communication, issued this warning on Sunday, July 9. He said the warrant is on the heels of the sponsored protests staged by Tinubu supporters at the EU's headquarters in Abuja over its reports on electoral fraud. An alarm has been raised by the camp of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) that supporters of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are plotting to disrupt proceedings of the ongoing Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. The Special Assistant to Atiku Abubakar on Public Communications, Frank Shaibu, raised the alarm in a statement obtained by Legate NG on Saturday, July 9. As contained in the statement, he warned supporters of President Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress not to attempt to disrupt the legal proceedings at the Presidential Tribunal. He stated that the warning was necessary following the sponsored protest that Tinubu supporters staged at Abuja European Union (EU) head office. The protest was on the heels of the EU post-election reports that disclosed that the 2023 presidential election was marked with electoral fraud and violence. The report criticized the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and how it conducted the election that produced President Bola Tinubu. The courts of President Tinubu have since rejected these reports and triggered some of his supporters to stage a protest at the EU's office in Abuja, the nation's capital. In his reaction, Frank Shaibu said, "We seize this opportunity to send a warning to the Tinubu government and its minors against disrupting the proceedings of the election tribunal as they have shown clear disdain for the truth by pocketing the EU office." Shaibu also recounted how late legal icon Chief Gani San sued Tinubu in 1999 for alleged forgery of his school certificates. According to Shaibu, when Tinubu was facing charges before the Code of Conduct Tribunal, talks were similarly sponsored to protest at the trial or in a bid to intimidate the judiciary. Shaibu further urged security agencies to be on high alert for any move to attempt to disrupt the proceedings of the Presidential Election Tribunal. He said, "We send a note of warning to the security agencies to be on the alert as the tribunal proceedings wind down. The world is watching." In another development, the newly appointed Presidential Tax Reform Committee Chairman Taiwo Ayodele has been urged not to compromise his true self. Frank Shaibu, a media aide to the former first Vice President Atiku Abubakar, described Ayodele as a strong critic of the president before his appointment. Shaibu urged him not to stop criticizing bad economic policies as he accused Tinubu of using late General Sani Abacha's tactics to lure his critics to his camp. Those jobless supporters are aware of what is awaiting their principal at the tribunal. So they should know that when God says yes, no one can say no, and that God never loses any battle. So I advise them to relax and see the salvation of the Lord on his people. The time of liberation is at the corner and no one can stop it. So Tinubu now has sponsored supporters. What about the fuse, the bulls, and the contrived legal pronouncements your supporters have been releasing on social media platforms? But no amount of stage manage can hide the truth, because God is on our side and he is watching from a distance. Even when the imposed president is parading a fake and faulty program that looks real, he is still watching from a distance while we waiting for our last hope. Nigerians, be prepared to smell pepper if election is upheld. The inaction now is uncertainty. Anyway, Tinubu and INEC chairman and their tout agberos who longs we go, they are making their already terrible, disgraceful cases to be worse than ever. When the election was rigged, the obedience was silent in accordance to the words of their principal. When comments and reports go round on the flood of the election, Tinubu supporters raised up to protest, which is a proof in evidence that the election was rigged. The obedience, we are waiting for the outcome of the case in the tribunal. Okay, guys, these are some reactions from Nigerians. Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.